we're back with another episode of the Lakers Fast Break podcast. It's Gerald Glassford coming right back at you here from Lakers Fast Break. Pop Culture Cosmos, where we cover the latest news and trends in pop culture each and every week, twice a week, wherever you get your podcast. Plus also as well, of course, everything that goes on with Inside Sports Fantasy Football. Don't forget the Lakerholics crew at Lakerholics.com. You know, Jamie Sweet and Laker Tom. Laker Tom is getting back in the groove, hopefully once he finishes moving. If he's already finished already, who knows? But he'll be back at Lakerholics.com along with Jamie Sweet and those 5 Things articles. Also as well, don't forget Joe Soro. Tonight, have a nightcap with Joe Soro. You had a morning Joe with Joe Soro. Now you have a nightcap coming up later tonight at 11 p.m. Pacific with Joe Soro. Don't forget that as well. Plus also, of course, he owns the company Simblades, Simblades with a Y.com. And of course, our good friends, Lakers in 5, Empire Jeff TV. Also as well, of course, John Costa, who says he's going to be here tonight. So I'm always looking forward to hearing his thoughts on the Lakers because he is the guy behind Lakers Corner and also as well Clutch Talk. Of course, John McKaylian channel and Daniel Barry Sports Highlights. Yo, from Daniel Barry Sports Highlights right there for you. Also, as well, I want to go ahead and make sure that you know, we support those great channels. But please, you need to support our channel as well. Because if you can, not only will you go ahead and get the love and admiration by all of us, but you also help us out by getting the latest notifications on when we go live with the latest Lakers Fast Break podcast. Will the Lakers finish off their pre-All-Star break schedule tonight against the Utah Jazz? Looking forward to a good game, but of course, we do not have one LeBron James in the lineup. He has decided to sit out this final game, which we talked about on last night's show. Adam says, I'm hoping Wood starts at power forward tonight. Well, I do have the lineup for you that was announced, and it does not include Christian Wood. So unfortunately, Adam, that's not going to be the case. I know you were a big fan of Wood, but unfortunately, he's going to have to showcase his skills coming off the bench because tonight, the starting lineup is coming at you right now. Putting it there right in the chat. It is D'Angelo Russell, Austin Reeves, everybody's favorite, Taurean Prince, Rui Hashimura, and Anthony Davis. So there you have it for tonight's final game before the All-Star break in Utah. And here today to discuss that, plus the interesting story we touched on this morning on A Cup of Morning Joe in regards to LeBron James and the Golden State Warriors. Good man indeed. You got to go ahead and check him out as Admiral Akbar. No, as Jamie Sweet with his 5 Things articles right there for you, Lakerholics.com. It is our local never-do-well. It is Jamie Sweet. And Jamie, great to have you here, my friend. Wanted to go ahead. Before we get into tonight's game, obviously the biggest news of the day in the NBA centered around, well, outside of my town right now, Las Vegas, being even more quoted by Adam Silver saying it's on our radar for a NBA expansion team. Duh. Yeah, of course. We know this. I mean, everything takes place here now in Las Vegas. So why not an expansion team? It's something we talked about for years as a foregone conclusion. But LeBron James, in a story that was posted today by Adrian Wojnarowski with help from Ramona Shelburne, you know, when he does that, does he actually get the help from all these other reporters, or what does it's usually Adrian Wojnarowski gets the story, but he doesn't want to go ahead and have those reporters lose face. So he gives them pubs, but I want to see what Ramona's side of this, as far as that's concerned. But you know what happened was last week at the trade deadline, or near the trade deadline, the Golden State Warriors, sensing some minor issues or big issues with LeBron James, possibly wanting out of LA, decided to approach Jeannie Buss, Rob Pelinka, and LeBron James on the possibility of LeBron James moving to Golden State. Your thoughts on this, my friend? Ultimately, Jeannie, Rob, and LeBron said no, but this came out at a very strange time, about almost a week later, and just seems to have sparked rumors of what would happen as far as LeBron accepting or picking up his extension in the offseason.
Yeah, I mean, okay. First off, I just want to say, my condolences go out to the people who were at the Kansas City Chiefs parade today.
Absolutely, yes,
Were
agreed.
an absolute coward, spoiled everybody's good fun. You need a gun to prove your manliness. Congratulations, you're a coward.
That's probably the most tempered down thing you could say, because I think you could say a lot of other bad things about
no, I could go on and on, but I won't, because we're not here to talk politics.
Of course.
Congratulations, you're a coward. A spineless coward. A spineless coward. Well,
there you
go. So my condolences to the Chiefs, their fans, the family and friends of the person who died, and the 19 other people who got shot. So that's some bull honky right there. Nobody wants that moment to be. I mean, it's just the height of selfishness and this height of narcissism, and I'm sure we'll find out this person was probably mentally disturbed on some level, but it's America, so whatever.
Getting back to the LeBron James issue,
I found that to be interesting. I found that news tidbit to be interesting. I thought that it wasn't surprising. I thought that Jeannie handled it perfectly.
Really?
That's my take. I can understand people being like, I don't understand. I think she handled it perfectly because, why would one owner call another owner? I thought that if anybody was out of line, it was LeCobb, or maybe Myers called Jeannie. I'm not sure which. I think it was LeCobb called Jeannie, though. I think it was owner to owner, which is just, let your GM do his job. Have the GM call the other GM like it's supposed to happen. So that to me was weird. I think that kind of speaks to the desperation the LeCobbs are feeling right now to win around Curry, because they're forking out a quarter of a big chunk of change once all the taxes and penalties are leveled. I think it's going to be over 250 mil, right?
Yeah.
Well over, I think, like 274, something like that.
It's a pretty penny.
It's the GDP of some third world countries. So that number is going to be astounding. And for it to maybe possibly not result in a play-in, that's the truly astounding part. That's the kind of salary you see at a team that goes all the way and breaks every record and swish swashes their way to the NBA finals, and maybe has a tough time of it in a series here or there because of matchups, but overall is a team of destiny. And this Golden State Warriors is a team of anti-destiny. It's kind of trashing the legacy of some of their greater named players. It's making Bob Myers look like a genius for getting out when the getting was good.
Yes.
And so I thought that was, to me, that was the actual hot take, was the Warriors are so desperate. They're relying on cryptic tweets from the master of cryptic tweets to be like, will you trade us LeBron for the shell of Andrew Wiggins and some players we don't play?
And that's not what I'd go for. I mean, again, Zangerstein pointed out, I was saying Chris Paul, but she astutely pointed out, you want Klay Thompson's expiring contract, Kuminga, Moody, or Podziemski. I'd take Podziemski over Moody. Give me 3 first, and there you go. There we're talking. That's something of great interest for a guy that,
but everybody's ignoring one holy truth emblazoned on the pillars of every pillar of Lakerdom. They are built around the superstar. There's no superstar bigger than LeBron James. None. Not right now. I don't care what sport you choose. Shohei Ohtani? No. And I love Shohei. He's doing something nobody's ever done before since Babe Ruth. And he's doing it better. Doesn't matter. He hasn't won anything. Maybe not his fault.
Let's not go into it. That's another hour story.
We'll talk about that on another show, Gerald. But
yes,
I mean that's like 5 shows for me. But to get all that out of my system. But there's nobody who's done what LeBron's done. Nobody's performed this well at this age for this long. And the only thing that's the issue is that he is not able to do what he used to do by himself, which is carry a team to the playoffs, no matter what, by himself. Didn't matter who else was on the team. You knew you were getting to the playoffs. What seeding, that may be up for debate, but like you were getting there. Now with the expanded play-in, he moved west, which is by far the tougher conference, and has gotten nothing but tougher since he got here. That is an increasingly impossible task for a 39-year-old human being, no matter what he does. So I think, and you can put together whatever trade package you want from the Warriors. I'm sure they would have moved basically anybody but Green and Curry to fit him on the roster. And you could put together an attractive package of expiring contracts. And, we could have maybe even enticed them to take Taurean Prince, or even better, Gabe Vincent, and clear the books. But that's like the Lakers admitting that they're giving up, and they're just never going to do that. It's just never going to happen.
Even though it's possibly the smartest move they could have made had that been available to them.
Not for the brand, it's not. Not for the brand, it's not. It's better for the brand that every point that LeBron James puts up on the all-time scoring list has a Laker next to it. It's better that every record that he holds ends with his Laker jersey next to it. For them, that's what they're looking at. And they're looking at what this means to superstars, in their late 20s, early 30s on down the line, who are maybe like, a little disenfranchised with the team they're on. And they're going, where should I go to make sure that like my voice is heard, to make sure that I'm respected the way I believe I should be respected and treated the way I think I deserve to be treated? I'm going to the Lakers. They've built a house on these cards, and they're not going to change it now. They're just not going to change it right now. It's just not going to happen. And so knowing that and believing that, like I do, it's not hard for me to see why JD said no to this.
Mm-hmm. I can understand completely on that. But once again, it is the Lakers Fast Break. It is, of course, also Jamie Sweep from LakerHolics.com. Thanks so much for joining us. It is pregame for the Lakers and the Jazz. I do want to mention LeBron James is out of the lineup tonight. He is not available this evening. In his place, Taurean Prince will be in the starting lineup. So it comes right down to it. With that, I will ask you this out there. What do the Lakers need to do? Jamie's back online with us. What do the Lakers need to do in order to go ahead and get the job done tonight with no LeBron James in the lineup, my friend? There's no other outlet for them to go ahead as far as
orange now. So
it's right. It is right now in the lineup, right there for you, coming up there against the Utah Jazz. Jamie Sweet here with his beautiful daughter. Your thoughts tonight on the Lakers and the Jazz and what they need to do to get it done, Jamie?
The Lakers have to play defense.
The Lakers have to play defense.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. All right. Absolutely great.
No turnovers.
Yes.
And don't blow it, man.
Yes. I hear you. Outstanding analysis right there by Jamie Sweet. Yes, indeed. Absolutely. I do want to go ahead and ask you guys, though, but Jamie, seriously, those are some great points. We got to go ahead and get ESPN to hire her right away. Having Taurean Prince in the lineup, he's got to go ahead and hit at least 5 to 7 threes tonight, along with what we see from Austin Reeves and D'Angelo Russell. That is key, I believe, to the Lakers. If they can go 50, 40, 80 once again, that will, like they did last night, that will keep them in this game.
I mean, I think it's going to be harder to do that against the Jazz than it was, obviously, the Detroit Pistons. But I think that's, I mean, the theory there is solid. We need to be efficient. We need to not, waste possessions like we tend to do. And so if we can do that, I think we got a good chance tonight.
I will tell you this, though. It is something that we have to worry about. This is probably one of the worst back-to-backs that there is out there in the schedule from LA to Salt Lake City. It is something where they are in an elevated platform, but it's not up quite Denver. But Jamie, I'll ask you this. When it comes right down to it, the Lakers, if they win tonight, can provide some momentum into the All-Star break. With the concerns you have over Dallas doing well, they're pushing on a win streak. With Golden State also on a win streak, the time is now for the Lakers to go ahead and start going on their own streak as well, my friend, heading into the All-Star break.
Wait, say that one more time. I apologize.
Basically, like I said, you got the hot Golden State Warriors, you got the hot Dallas Mavericks.
Too hot.
Yes. So they have to win now. It is imperative that the Lakers win in order to avoid falling into 10th place.
Yeah, I mean, I think Darvin Ham actually made one of his more astute comments today when he's like, it'd be great if we could go 28-0 to close out the season, but we know that's not realistic, and it's not. But you gotta try to win 65 to 70% of the remaining games.
Yeah.
So if you can do that and lose no more than 9-ish games, roughly, you've got a pretty good chance of, if not moving up a little bit, at least getting in right where you are.
Mm-hmm.
You'd like to be 7-8. 6 would be ideal. 7-8 means you missed the first playing game. You only have to play one game. You win that, you're in. Done. And it gives you 2 shots. Even if you lose that first one, then you get another shot. But ideally, you win the first one and just that's it. It's over. That also means you have a better seeding when it comes time for the actual playoffs to start. You're not like 8, you're 7. And the way the seeding's working out right now, it looks like that 1 through 4 are going to be decided on the last day of the season. Maybe the game before. So you don't really know how it's going to shake out. So you just want to move up as much as you can. I mean, home court is out the window at this point. There's no way we're getting to 4th. So I mean, I know mathematically it's possible, but it's just not going to happen. So if you know you're going to be on the road, I think you want to face the toughest team as early as possible. And I've said this for a while, and I think that's the Denver Nuggets. I think you don't want to have gone through multiple 5, 6, 7 game series prior to playing the Nuggets. I think you want your team to be as fresh as possible. And for the Lakers, that would be after their first play-in win, in theory.
Mm-hmm. Well, right now it's looking pretty good for the Lakers. If they win tonight, they will just be 1.5 games behind Sacramento for the 8th spot. Sacramento has been reeling and been struggling as of late. A key matchup tonight for the Lakers is the Clippers and Golden State coming up later on tonight. So that may help the Lakers out if the Clippers win. God forbid, I really hated to say that, but yes, Golden State is really been on a road. They've really been on a streak, and you got to go ahead and make sure that you stay in front of them in the Western Conference. So with that, no LeBron tonight. I'm still upset by him not being in the lineup. I know you are as well, my friend, but the foresight, whose call was it to go ahead?
Crying out loud. Mr. Detroit.
Whose call was it to go ahead and have him play in the Detroit game, but not tonight?
I'm imagining it was his.
Yes. Well, that's discouraging. That's very discouraging if that's the case. And you know what? If that's going to be the case down the road where the foresight is not there for the tougher matchups, you have your entire team there as opposed to the easy matchup against the NBA's worst team. The foresight in that is outstandingly bad. And, it just speaks of what this whole season has been like, Jamie.
No, you're not wrong. It's just one of those things where you just have to wonder what the methodology was, if there was methodology. I mean, maybe he went into the first game thinking he would play in both and then came out being like, my ankle really hurts. And they all just said, then don't play tomorrow. Because it didn't come out right away, but it came out pretty quickly after the game ended. Oh, and by the way, he's not playing tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
he said that.
Yeah. He right. I mean, it's obvious that he controls his playing time. It's not even a question.
Well, we'll find out what happens tonight with the Lakers and the Utah Jazz. We're heading over to playback.tv/Lakers Fast Break, YouTube and Facebook for our simulcast. That'll come up right now. Jamie, we had a huge following tonight. They were, you know what? You know why we got such a large pregame audience tonight, Jamie? Because your daughter called the analysis on exactly what the Lakers need to do to get the job done tonight. So
her name is Sydney, by the way.
Yes. There you go. Well, Sydney, I always forget, my friend. I have bad memory on my.
It's not that. She just loves to tell everybody.
Okay. Well, she was the reason why we got some big numbers tonight. So I appreciate it, my friend. Appreciate you stopping by. Jamie Sweet, his 5 Things articles are now available at Lakerholics.com. Go ahead and check out him and Laker Tom always argue about the Lakers at Lakerholics.com. Hopefully I can get you guys on during the All-Star break for a Lakerholics spotlight. Got plenty of days, man. No excuses. Can't be moving again. Still.
I'm ready, so it's not me.
Okay. All right. Sharky says they need Windler and Hayes. Well, they've been playing Hayes, Sharky. Let's see what they do tonight with Utah. We'll see, but we'll be there watching a playback. Thanks so much, Jamie, and thanks so much to everybody out there. Once again, it is the Lakers Fast Break. Join us for the simulcast. Join us for the best post game that's out there is the Lakers Fast Break. And then, of course, 11 p.m. tonight, Lakers Nightcap with Joe Soro coming right back at you here. So, yes, Felix, just play Lakers ball. If they do that, they'll win tonight. Once again, it is Jamie Sweet from Lakerholics.com. We'll be back in just a couple seconds for a simulcast right here on the Lakers Fast Break Podcast.